All right. So, um, probably gonna have to split this video into two videos because there's just too much to show. So I'm gonna try to get to it quickly. So what I'm going over this today, in this video, is, well, you already noticed we added a couple of sounds. So we've got the sound of him walking around. I don't have too many other sounds added, but the main thing I'm going to be talking about today is, if I press this button, we have implemented a pretty bare bones items, equipment, and inventory system in the game. So if you see under this inventory area, if I hover over this item in my inventory, it gives like some information about the item. It basically functions as an Estus flask. It lists some other information about it, and if I click on it, it will be added to my equipment. Every item has a number of slots that it takes up, and your equipment has a limited number of slots. So I'm kind of going off of kind of how the system works in Hollow Knight. So you're limited on what you can equip based on the number of equipment slots you have. And the Estus Flask, the Spark of Divinity, takes up 1 slot. And if I take it out, you go back up to 3 slots. There are more items. I added a... the thing still isn't showing up properly exactly, but this guy kind of functions like the other NPCs, except when you interact with him. He's a vendor. You can... I gave myself a bunch of money for this, for testing purposes, so I can just buy all of his items. And there are different types of items. Some items aren't equipped. Some items are single-use items that permanently upgrade your character. So like a Shard of Life, if I click on that, it just increased my health bar, the size of it, and the max health that I have. Unfortunately, it didn't add the health to the max health. So that's something I should probably change. And I can equip a few items. The light. So most of these items do actually do something. I think the only one that doesn't is the compass, which is something I will hopefully add in the future. But the single-use items are the artifact pocket, which if I use that, it will increase the number of equipment slots I have by 1, so I can equip more items. Very similar to the notch, I think it was called in Hollow Knight. But so I'll go through the items. The Spark of Divinity is basically your Estus Flask. So if I close the inventory and I press F, it froze me for a few seconds and then increased my health back to full. So actually, if you look towards the bottom of the screen, towards the bottom left of the screen, it shows how many uses of it I have. I can't use it again now that I'm at full health, but I can permanently give myself another usage of it with this item. Windwalker, that gives me an additional jump. So normally you have just a double jump, but if you equip this, it takes up 2 slots, you will get a triple jump. And if you unequip it, you'll just go back to a double jump. So that's that item, very useful item. The big Yoshi, that's kind of a joke item. It's got some... If the thumbnail of the weird-looking Yoshi didn't give it away, that's kind of a joke item. It just... It takes up 3 slots, and if you equip it, you can't die, even if you go below 0 health. The light is a super useful item. if you press the right button, it creates a little like light above your head, kind of like the sunlight maggot from Dark Souls. Oh yeah, I added a sound for the dodge. It's like a whoosh, and also kind of a minor change, but if you dodge in midair, it actually plays the dodging animation. This is not a village campfire. This is actually a save point. I'm just gonna save my game to get my spark uses back up to full, but I will be going over that a lot more in another video. I definitely don't have time to do it in this one, but I did add save points, so you are able to save your progress between plays. If you go to a save point and you save, it sends you, it like puts your health back to full and redoes like all of your spark uses, and kind of gives you back all of your uses and kind of resets your character. It doesn't reset your character. You still keep all like the permanent upgrades. You keep the increases to like max health and stuff. There's a few new enemy types. I mean, they're kind of just like offshoots of the boss guy we already had. Actually, I don't think, can they see me? I think I came up behind them. So yeah, they'll follow you around and try to whack you with their swords. But the reason I came over here specifically was I added a little, a dark little cave system, which shows off the light ability a lot nicer. Spooky, isn't it? Oh god, he's trying to kill me. Definitely a little spookier, and I'll heal up. So yeah, I did add a few more enemy types, and honestly, I think that is all of the equipment. I will definitely need to be making a lot of changes to the equipment in the future, because currently, I mean, you can really only have like 8 items equipped. It's only set up for that, so I'm gonna have to set it up so that you can actually hold more items than that. I added like little push blocks right there to make it feel more video gamey. It's a ton of like little changes, and honestly the game is pretty close to where I want it with like a few minor bugs. Yeah, I did add when you kill enemies, they kind of ragdoll and their emissives get turned off to make it look like, oh, I killed them. Some of it looks kind of goofy, like the slime ragdoll doesn't really work, but I still like that. So yeah, the slimes ragdoll when you die, when they die. These are a new kind that kind of just shoot out a bunch of projectiles that damage you. Not sure I'm a massive fan of that type of enemy, but you know, we're just kind of throwing out a bunch of ideas and seeing what works. Probably not going to go all the way up and fight the boss. I'll save that for the next video. I think I have gone over all of the equipment stuff that I really want. Yeah, you can unequip items, you can equip new items, you can equip the compass item that doesn't do anything right now. And definitely added a good deal of stuff. But I'm going to be making another video going over kind of how the save systems work, and probably go up and show like the different additions we made to the boss. I will show the final thing I think we'll end on, because I think that'll be funny, is I'm going to let this guy kill me, and I'll turn off the light. Huh. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's actually a bug that I didn't notice until now. I unequipped the light object, with having it still be present in the game, and I can't unequip it now. I assume if I re-equip the light object, I'll be able to. Yeah, I can shut it off. Okay, yeah, that is something I need to change. Okay, this will be good for the future. So make sure to, like, if you unequip the light object and you still have the light out, it should automatically, like, despawn. No, not despawn, just hide that item. Yeah, that's something I need to fix in the future. But, you know, there's always stuff you need to fix, but that one honestly should be pretty easy to fix. So yeah, I'll show you, I'll leave you with this, because it's kind of funny. Oh, shoot, I've got the big Yoshi equipped, so I can't die, but, you know, maybe it'll work now. Yep. So when your character dies, you do you just ragdoll and have the big you died thing pop up, because what kind of game would it be if it didn't have that? But yeah, we're a little bit over 10 minutes. I think that's a good stopping point for this one, where we kind of showed a bunch of little updates and our equipment system. We're going to make another dev blog about how the save points and the checkpoint system works, and kind of the menu setup we have so far, and yeah, show you some even more cool stuff. So I'll catch you next time.